I'm here today with our 2004 IC Corporation bus. This is going to be the basis for our RV conversion, or a Skoolie as a lot of people call them. It's a flat nose bus, 30 foot, got 24 foot of interior length past the driver's seat. We're going to completely gut it, take everything out of it, paint it, make it into a RV conversion. So let's go check it out and see what we're working with. We were fortunate enough that the school district had just put brand new tires on this truck, so our bus, so that's awesome. It's got brand new tires all the way around. It does have the DT 466 International motor with a 5-speed automatic transmission, so it should cruise along at highway speeds no problem and be a good basis for what we're going to do with it. This bus came from the Cedar Rapids School District. We drove it 12 hours home from Iowa to Arkansas. Drove good, cruised along at 65, no problem. Seems to be a very good running bus. Does have a minor power steering leak that we're going to have to get it addressed, but doesn't seem like anything major. It's got the air suspension on it, which is nice, makes it ride a lot better. Won't beat and jar stuff to death since we are converting it to a RV. You can see here it still looks like a regular school bus. It's still got everything in it. This is our blank slate to start with. We've not started doing anything yet. So we're going to tear into it and start getting building on it. Getting the seats out of this bus has proven to be pretty difficult. This particular bus was sprayed with an undercoating to protect it from salt and northern weather. So they sprayed the undercoating over the threads where the bolts go through the floor through to the bottom of the bus. So we've tried impact, we've tried just pure brute force with breaker bars and ratchets. Nothing seems to be getting these out. We did get a few of them out, but for the most part the threads are coated in the protective underspray, the rubberized underspray. So we're going to have to grind all the bolts. So that's what I'm fixing to do. We're fixing to go through and grind all these bolts. It's going to be not any fun and take a while, but that looks like where we're at on getting these seats out. So fixing to get at it. So 14 years of pride in the Phillips head screws have made them impossible to get out with a drill. So we're taking a grinder and grinding all the heads off, and then when it's tied up, it just wasn't coming out with a drill because of the crud in it. But this isn't too much more work. It definitely would have been easier if we could have got it with the drill, but not a huge deal. For whatever reason, I don't know if some of this trim's been replaced or if they just use different trim on the day they built the bus. Some of the trim has holes in it for flush mount screws, while some of them were raised screws. The raised we were able to grind off, but the flush mount I can't. So we're going to go through, and after grinding all the heads off the ones we could get, we're going to have to drill out all the other ones. So just another extra step we're going to have to take here to get this trim. So we got all the seats out. Grinding them wasn't near as bad as I expected it to be. I'd seen on some of the Facebook groups and forums where people said it was taking them 10 to 14 hours to get seats out. And this is a 54 passenger bus, so it did have a few less seats than a full size, but it was still quite a few seats. And altogether, we spent about 4 hours taking them out. I spent an hour the other day trying to get them out from unbolting them underneath. And then I spent an hour the next day unbolting all the ones from the side rail, and then we spent about, I would say, 3.5 to 4 hours grinding all the bolts out. That was definitely the fastest way to go. I wish I would have done that to start with. It only took about 5 minutes per seat. There was three on the front leg, 3 bolts on the front leg, 3 bolts on the back leg, so 6 bolts in about 5 minutes. It really wasn't that bad. I thought grinding them was going to be a lot more difficult than it was, or I would have done that from the get-go. We also took out all the bump guards along the side. All the, let's see, what else did we do? We got all the trim up off the floor. Altogether, we spent about 4 hours yesterday taking seats out and the trim and the bump guard and sweeping and cleaning. It took us 2 grinder wheels. I used the hard rock grinder wheels instead of the cutoff wheels. I saw where a lot of people said they were going through 2 and 3 packs of grinder wheels. We only used 2 grinder wheels for all the seats. I did burn up one of my grinders though. But it was a cheapie. I just got it too hot trying to go too fast and burn it up. So we went through 2 grinders and 2 grinder wheels. But we did get them all out. Our next project is going to be to check out the heaters, make sure they work. We got this busted in the middle of summer, so I don't even know for sure if they work. But once we get those checked out, we're going to try to relocate them. See a lot of people taking the heaters out in their Skoolie builds. I just really don't see why you would take them out. Heat is definitely a necessity in the winter, and it's nice to have something that's already here. It's not like these buses come loaded up with options or anything. So if they put something in here, it's probably something you need. So we are going to try to keep the heaters and build around them. Yeah, it may be that we don't get to, and that's why everyone takes them out, because they're just too difficult to try to build around. But that is going to be our next project. So I'm going to get to working on it.